Welcome to the HerbmanT podcast. I am your host, HerbmanT. I'm feeling real good. Hello, I'm good. Episode 21. They say if you can make it to 21 episodes and beyond, you are on your way to having a successful podcast. Today is Q&A day, but first a quick announcement. I'm moving the show to Mondays only, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That way I can focus more on doing shorts and reels, etc. So shorter clips, but I can guarantee you Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be here going live doing the podcast. Also, if you want to support the podcast, head over to patreon.com/HerbmanT. Patreon.com/HerbmanT. Centuria, what's going on? Z with the 3. What's up? What's up? So I had a question over here. Skin gut issue with toddler. So of course with little people, you want to use your gentler herbs, your more gentle herbs like dandelion leaf, dandelion root. Also, when talking about skin gut issues, could be a problem with the liver. The liver is connected skin problems. All right, the liver can be connected to gut issues as well, or bowel problems. So some gentle herbs you could use for the little person again is dandelion root. Also, you could look into Oregon grape root and marshmallow root. But most importantly, what is the little person eating? What the individual is consuming is important. So fruits, berries, and melons, you definitely want to go that route as well. And if you want a salve to help them out, there's a great one by herbalists and alchemists, calendula comfrey salve. But the issue with comfrey is that if it's a deep cut on the skin, you don't want to use comfrey root because it will cause the outer layer of the skin to heal up before the deeper layer heals. So just got to be cautious with that. But other than that, it works great. Great for rashes on the skin. Now I had a question here. Had a whole gang of questions. So where do you buy the products? Well, if you go get my ebook, I list a few sites where you can buy the products. I will be updating that in the near future. But right now, my favorite place to get herbal products from is mountainroseherbs.com. mountainroseherbs.com. All right, now the question here, herbs for arthritis and inflammation in the fingers. Yeah, so arthritis. So inflammation of the joints, basically inflammation, and how does inflammation get started or out of control? So the adrenal glands plays a key role in reducing inflammation in the body via its steroid hormone, cortisol. And one way that the adrenal glands can lose their functioning power is stress, too much stress, whether it be from an external source or you're literally consuming food that's going to stress you out. So a key tissue to focus on would be the adrenal glands. Herbs that tend to work well for the adrenal glands are your adaptogens. So, or herbs that have an adaptogenic action, or even herbs for the glandular system or the endocrine system. So some examples of adaptogens are ashwagandha root, holy basil, astragalus root, Siberian ginseng, etc. Keep in mind when having an adrenal gland problem or inflammation problem, you have to move out that cellular waste or those unwanted substances that have been stationed in certain areas in the body, in this case, the fingers, and you need to move that waste out. Well, to do that, you have to get the kidneys to filter and open up those lymphatic channels, because the lymphatic system is responsible for moving this waste out. The kidneys are the doorway to opening up that lymphatic system. as well as the skin, you know. So some great herbs for the kidneys. You have cleavers and burdock root, and some great herbs to move lymph are kidneys and burdock root. Especially those are your more gentle herbs. You have stronger herbs that can move lymph, but you want to make sure you get those kidneys to filter first before you start to pull on the lymphatic fluid. Oh, could you use slippery elm or milk thistle for toddler? I would use it on mine. Yeah, slippery elm is has high mucilage content, aka it's a demulcent. So yeah, so slippery elm is probably considered to be superior to marshmallow root, but both of them have demulcent effects. If you can have slippery elm and marshmallow root together, even better. And then milk thistle can help to protect the liver and strengthen the liver as well. So, but just dosage is important when dealing with little people. It's all about dosages. So if someone gave you that, and let's say, I don't know, said 5 grams of marshmallow root is the recommended dosage, or a teaspoon, cut it to a quarter. So 5 grams wouldn't be what, like 1 point something, 1.3, just throwing a number out there. And then you'll build your way up. So maybe like every couple of days or once a week. That way you're watching for how your toddler reacts to the herbs. Oh, what alcohol do you use to make your tincture? I use vodka. 40%, I believe 40%. I forget how you say it, but basically it's 40% alcohol, 60% water. Where do I purchase all these things? You can go get my ebook. I list a few sites on there where you can purchase herbs, but my go-to right now is mountainroseherbs.com. Can you play your song as an intro and outro? Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, the intro is very short. It's very short. The reason being is because I want to add more video clips to the intro. That way I can grab the attention longer. And then the outro, I like to time it just right to the end. But definitely when I get more clips, it's going to be the intro and the outro as well. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Jaleisha. Yeah, so another question over here: acid reflux, stomach pains, stomach polyps, thyroid nodules. So the thyroid is expanding. So now we're talking about the entire endocrine system, gastrointestinal tract, and the herbs, literally, I was just talking about for the toddler. Now, the slippery elm bark, the milk thistle, of course, will be for the liver, but the slippery elm bark, the marshmallow root will be great for reducing or soothing the gut or your stomach. The acid reflux, first off, you have to look at the causes. So, what caused it in the first place? If you want to truly get down to the issue, but in terms of treatment or just dealing with the symptoms, the demulcent herbs will help, as well as your relaxing nervines, such as chamomile and lemon balm. And then for the thyroid, you could, it depends on if it's hyper or hypo. I mean, you could use herbs to reduce its function, such as lemon balm, but you really have to start thinking about moving lymph and getting that waste from around that thyroid and everywhere else in the body. That way you can start shrinking it. And to do that, you need to get kidney filtration going. You need to use some herbs for the kidneys. You need to change what you eat. So, but some herbs for the thyroid. You have thyroid stimulants like ashwagandha root and bacopa, and then you have thyroid stimulants like ashwagandha root, bacopa, as well as bladderwrack. And then for your, thyroid, your anti-thyroid herbs, you have herbs like lemon balm. But again, most importantly, you want to get kidney filtration. You want to move lymph. That's the key. If you really want to fix it. And also to what caused it in the first place. What caused it. Yeah, no problem. No problem. But yeah, again, I wouldn't suggest using the ashwagandha root or bladderwrack in that situation. I would not. I wouldn't even touch the thyroid. I would look at the pituitary gland. how is that functioning? And then if the pituitary gland isn't functioning right, it could be something else going on in the brain as well. So, but yeah, so how to move kidney and lymph? Yeah, so change what you eat. That's the fastest way to do it. Change what you eat and taking herbs. So just going on a fast will help to promote kidney filtration and move lymph. And movement moves lymph. So if you have like a individual trampoline, you can jump on that. You can go for walks. Eat less, walk more. You know, what are some good herbs or roots for kidney failure? Yeah, so kidney failure, of course, it can be a little tricky, especially if there's a lot of water building up as well. But the safer herbs you have are cleavers and then the burdock root, as well as corn silk. It's a non-irritating diuretic. Even horsetail could help a little bit as well. But you may want to throw in some herbs to help get rid of kidney stones, like couch grass or hydrangea root. So you're looking at a combination. So for example, you could add in some cleavers because it can move lymph and promote kidney function. You could throw in corn silk with the cleavers to help clean them up a little bit. And a stronger kidney cleanser, you could say, is uva ursi leaf or even juniper berries, and then just work on really cleaning them at first. And then you can, start to tone them later after month 1 or month 2 with cordyceps, mushroom, or even foti. But what you're eating is going to be the most important thing. You need hydration, you need astringency to get after those kidneys. But again, if edema is an issue, of course you can't eat a lot of fruits. You got to find that nice balance. Marcy, it's just a song, is a banger and gets me hype and pep for the show and can give viewers a chance to fill in if you more live views for when you are actually speaking. Now you're right. For some reason, I just didn't think about that. Have something planned so people can come in and then you get the show going. You're absolutely right. Put them on that sea moss. That sea moss is good for y'all in all kinds of ways. 92 nutrition you get out of it. Yeah, it's something going around called She Legit. Somebody's saying stop taking sea moss and take more She Legit. I'm sure it's marketing. But yeah, sea moss is good. I did read though on the flip side that if you have, I think, HSV or something, it could interact with that. But I would not rely solely on sea moss. I mean, I'm sure sea moss has demotion actions that can help reduce inflammation, but I don't know its function towards the kidneys, and then too, with all that nutrition or 92 minerals, if the kidneys ain't functioning properly, it could, overstimulate the kidneys in a way. Oh, thank you. I am vegetarian. Yeah. So the thing, yes, I do walk. Thank you. God bless you. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. The thing about being a vegetarian is that, or even a vegan, are you eating starches? Because potatoes are in that category of being a vegan or vegetarian. Rice is in that category as well. And the starches is really what you want to stay away from. I mean, of course, the proteins, no doubt, but definitely the starches you want to stay away from. And your beans too. So be careful with that. I'm a streamer and getting busy now with content creation. Yeah, so I got you. Been growing on this platform as well. Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely getting into content creation myself now. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna start focusing more on the shorts. I'm big on shorts, and I've been spreading myself thin. That's why I got the black foam back here, so I can do shorts and look more official. I want to thank you for the advice with using the garlic for the ear issue thing. Oh, great. Yeah. So did it help? It helped you out? Wonderful. Yeah. Sea moss is natural. Is that what you're talking about, Jonathan? Sea moss is natural. Oh, we sun people. So tell them to get some sun. You're right. Or you could say island people. Naturally, yeah, islands. That's why fruits, berries, and melons where it's at. And when you're out in the sun often, the sun is hot. The sun is acidic. You need something cool while you're always in the sun. And that's where your fruits come in. Not your heated flesh foods, caveman style, you know? We're not living in the cold. We don't need these hot foods. We want cooling foods if we're going to be in the sun, of course. If you're not in the sun, it's a little different, you know, depending on where you stay. Yes, you are right. I eat wheat, rice, potatoes, so I should leave and eat only fruits and salad. Yeah, yeah. So, and then too, watch how you combine them as well. So, what I would suggest: fruits in the morning, salad in the afternoon, and fruits at night. And just a tip: if you're going to eat melons, eat them by themselves. Don't mix them with anything else. Melons digest the quickest, and they could interfere with the digestion of other foods that shouldn't be, I would say, sitting in the system for a long period of time. Or let's say if you eat an apple and then follow up with a melon, the melon is trying to push the apple out of the way, and it could force the body not to digest that apple properly, or it could cause the melons to sit for too long, and then fermentation creates. Because when you're talking about fruits, berries, and melons, or carbohydrates, you're dealing with the fungus side. And when you're dealing with fermentation, that's how fungus arise. Basically, sugars are sitting in your body for too long, whether it's complex going all the way down to the simple, sitting in the body for too long. Also, absence on teeth. What can, oh man. Oh, abscess on teeth. You got to move the lymphatic system. You got to start to clean it from within now, because, you know, the outer layer has been sealed up. So you got to kidney filtration, you know, get them sweating a little bit. So herbs for the kidneys, going back to that cleavers and burdock root I mentioned earlier. Yes, I know melon. Oh, perfect. Yes, I know melons alone. Should we worry about parasites? No, see, the parasites are there because of the terrain we set for them. The parasites come after the fact. We eat a lot of garbage foods or acid ash forming foods, and then the parasites show up. You know, like, oh, I like this place. This is my home, so now I'm going to stay. Some people can eliminate parasites just on a fruit fast. They can see parasites coming out and don't really have to take any of the laxative or anti-parasitic herbs. Or what brand? Alcohol vodka. I can go grab it from the shelf now. Hold on. Whoa, don't fall. Yeah, so I got the cheapest brand I could find. I went to the store. Can't tell you how long it's been since I've been to a liquor store, you know, to actually drink it and not consume herbs from it. But the guy showed me the cheapest brand is New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam. I had a question about what basically alcohol do you use to make your tinctures with? Yeah, I actually got some of it in my cup right now. It's hitting too. Listen, alcohol tincture is a lot different than a glycerite. And I appreciate your knowledge. Keep it up. Keep it coming, bro. Yeah, definitely will do, man. I see there's a nice lane for me when talking about herbs, because a lot of people they'll talk about basically fruits or eating healthy, and then they would slightly go over herbs, but no one goes into it with depth, with as much depth as I do. Now, there are classes out there that you can learn, you know, a lot of information if you were to take them, but you have herbalists and then you have detox specialists, and I combine the two. Did he say gin is good too? No, I never said gin is good. People, I made a video about juniper berries, and they say juniper berries is the base of gin, because I was like, you know, juniper berries, who's competing with it? And they said gin. I'm like, no, it's not. I ain't getting drunk off gin. Oh, okay. How long should you wait between eating foods? If you eat melons, then how long after, vice versa? It depends on how fast you break down, how fast your body digests the minerals from it, honestly. For me personally, I can wait about 10-15 minutes and then have something else. But I'll do the melons first, and then 10-15 minutes have uh, something else. Now, when fasting or when consuming fruits, it's best to mono eat So one fruit at a time. Hey, what to do for yeast infection and breaking the craving for sugar and dairy? I think I want to say it's wormwood is great for curving cravings and also dealing with yeast as well. So check out wormwood. Get them in capsules. It's bitter. It doesn't taste that great, but the benefit of tasting the herb, it preps your digestive tract to deal with the herbs, and it helps the digestive tract to function better when you actually taste the herb. So if you can build up a tolerance to the bitter taste, that'd be great. But check out wormwood for sure. You also have herbs like golden seal and black walnut hull as well that can help. Oh, okay. I meant to say it's good to make tinctures with. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I haven't. No, because you have what? Of course, alcohol. I prefer vodka because it's cheap. I'm sure you can use other things besides vodka, like you said, gin. Then you got the vegetable glycerin for the glycerites. Some people use is what apple cider vinegar as well to make tinctures. It's been a while since scabies. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Scabies is caused by an infestation of skin by the human itch mite. Yeah, so I have to look more into that. But what comes to mind is a type of salve because you're literally involving the skin. So I would think of a salve, maybe something that contains a lymphatic herb like poke root, like a real strong lymphatic herb like poke root. Uh, but that's what comes to mind. Again, that ointment or salve I mentioned earlier, the calendula comfrey salve. I don't know if I mentioned it while I was live on these other platforms, but I think I just mentioned it only on TikTok with the for the toddler. So, and also it depends on how deep these rashes or marks are, you know. But and that's just for the symptoms. But you got to move lymph if you want to get rid of any type of infection. That's a definite. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, I'm just doing a Q&A. If you have any questions for me, put them in the chat. If not, trust me, I got a ton of questions from other platforms that I could sit here and rant on about. For example, I have a question here: how to clean your lymphatic system? What are some herbs to aid in pregnancy and some herbs for Crohn's disease? Whew. I'm very familiar with Crohn's, aka chronic inflammation in the bowel. Anything for fibroids, please. So, no matter what issue you're having, you always want to go after the lymphatic system, which means you always want to make sure your skin is doing well and your kidneys are doing well as well. And some more herbs for the skin: horsetail, gotu sarsaparilla root, but it isn't spelt like how it's said. It's spelt like sarsaparilla. Some herbs for the kidneys: the cleavers, the burdock root, of course, uva urshi leaf, the juniper berries. that was that that is associated with gin. Then you have your cordyceps mushrooms, your parsley, your dandelion leaf. The parsley and parsley and your nettle leaf are nutritious. Great for also eliminating chemicals or metals from the brain. And then the herbs to aid in pregnancy. There's a book by Rosemary Gladstar that has a plethora of information for women. I think it's literally called Herbal Healing for Women by Rosemary Gladstar. It's an easy read and will definitely help to answer those questions from this individual. And then Crohn's, chronic inflammation. No matter what digestive problem you're having, marshmallow root and slippery elm bark will be great for it because they will help to soothe the mucous membranes and reduce that inflammation. And then you could tie into or combine with the marshmallow root or slippery elm bark with some relaxant nervines. But make sure you always research these herbs to know exactly how they can help you, because the marshmallow root is also a soothing diuretic, or has soothing diuretic actions, and can help to, reduce inflammation in the bladder. So if you start urinating a lot, then that could be what's happening when using, the marshmallow root. Oh, what's a good fruit or vegetable when breaking a fast or on a long empty stomach? 12:20. I'm not sure what 12:20 means, but so when breaking I will go after watermelon. I'll say a good fruit to break the fast. You always want to break the fast on fruit, because I don't know if you're talking about a dry fast or a fruit fast or mono fast, but it maybe it's a dry fast. And always break it on fruit. You want to give the body energy that it needs to move forward, and prep it for whatever else you may want to consume that's not necessarily good for optimal function. Hi, first time here. Thanks for all the good information. Yeah, thank you, Annette. Oh, so just so everybody know, I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. So I know some people on YouTube may think, "What is this guy reading? He's going crazy." No, no, I'm not. And same with Facebook. Yeah. So I have people from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch over here. I don't think Twitter can comment. Yeah. All right. This will be the last question. Then I'm out of here. Got to make some shorts and reels, etc. I take dandelion leaves from front yard, blend with water, drink empty stomach. Oh, perfect. Hey, the fresh is best. The fresher, the better. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. So herbs for glaucoma. So eye problems essentially, right? So of course, we a quick tip: you want to look into your nervines as well as herbs to promote circulation to that area. I don't know if there's any type of inflammation going on, but you have ginkgo leaf or ginkgo biloba, biloba is great for promoting circulation to the brain, really all throughout the body. And then you have skullcap, which is a relaxant nervine, or even considered a uh, trophal restorative to the nerve, so it can help to feed the nerves. Now, the cause goes back down to, too much waste has accumulated in the body, and more waste keeps building up, and not enough is being eliminated. And it just so happened you may have a genetic weakness, in the brain area. So you could have some sleep issues as well. Maybe you're, you know, a female and you're under 5'5", or you're a male and you're over 6 foot, because the pituitary gland deals with your growth hormone, and that could be a sign that some issues are present as well. Oh, how do I get my taste buds back? Went to hospital, and 2 days later, feel sick, chest cold. Went in for. Oh, one moment, baby. I'm live. What's up? Want to whisper something? Go ahead. All right, stay over there. Though. Don't come. No, 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 not yet. I'll look at it later. Okay. All right, too loud. You gonna turn it off? Yeah. So to get your taste buds back, it's just a. Oh, I don't want to look at it right now. Oh, good. So okay. All right, I see it. No, y'all done? No, I don't want to see it. Go see mommy. Okay. I got a tough one. I got a tough one. Y'all better watch out. That boy don't play. Oh, thank you, Ultra Instinct. Yeah, thank you, thank you. All right, going back to this. So, how do I get my taste buds back? Went to the hospital. So, you need electricity. I don't know of any herbs that could help ignite the taste buds. I'm sure they're out there, but I would say eat more fruits, berries, and melons. I would say take herbs for the nerves, like the skull cap or the St. John's wort, or even the lemon balm or the chamomile, to help excite them and get them to function right. Even so, there could be some. I'm not sure if the taste buds are associated with the autonomic nervous system, but there could be an adrenal gland weakness as well that you may need to focus on too. Yeah, and then the feel sick, chest cold, went in for my B9 vertical for dizziness. Now they gave me IV. Yeah, so you say dizziness. Yes, there could be some lymphatic stagnation going on in the head area. So you definitely get kidneys. You can never go wrong, in my opinion, with finding herbs for the kidneys that can meet your needs. And I say that because the uva ursa leaf could be too strong for you. 4T, you could run into issues if you're already having a liver weakness. So, but the dandelion leaf, the parsley, the cleavers, burdock root, they won't be too bad. But again, fruits, berries, melons, check what you're eating. Definitely important when trying to get those taste buds back. Oh, sorry, I meant 12, 20 hours in dry fast. Thanks. You answered my question. All right, perfect. All right. What kind of marshmallow root should we get? It dry or liquid? Well, the liquid or the extract tends to be more concentrated. Me, I have the dry, but if you want to have it absorb quicker into the body, the liquid or the extract, and always quarter dose of the recommended dosage that whoever gives you that recommends you. Me also, I prefer tinctures because it's faster to use that. No, the question is, do you know anything about CBG? No, first time I've heard of that acronym. Oh, which herb did you say for the kidneys and lymph? I believe I mentioned earlier were the cleavers and the burdock root, and then I know I just said parsley and I think nettle leaf as well. But diuretics, herbs that have a diuretic action, is what you would want for the kidneys and the lymph, because contrary to popular belief, the kidneys filter lymph out as well as the blood. I know diet matters, but we be eating too much garbage for too long, so body needs help by herbs. Yeah, you're right. Everybody, you are absolutely right. Can message you. Can you want to send me a message? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go ahead and end this pod. Oh, hold on. One more. Do you provide classes for learning about herbs and tinctures? I will real soon, Jaleisha. I will real soon. And it's going to be on my website. So if you want to go head over to my website and subscribe to the mailing list, I will notify the people who are subscribed to my mailing list first. And also, if you're just tuning in, that's part of the reason as to why I'm only going to do the podcast now on Mondays instead of Monday through Friday. So I can work on classes, so I can work on doing more marketing, etc. But yeah, classes are on the way. All right. And thank you all for joining episode 21 of the HerbmanT podcast. I'll be live again on Monday, next week on Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, and or night. Peace. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true, and be held accountable for everything that you do. Be surrounded by the ones that are loving you. Growing never sink unless you sinking in the shot. While you in the fourth quarter and the haters sit and watch. They don't wanna move. They wanna sit and talk, never do. Don't you worry about them, strive to improve. And when they gunning for your queen, kinda move. They don't wanna move. They wanna sit and talk, never do. Don't you worry about them, strive to improve. And when they gunning for your queen, kinda move. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling like I never knock on wood. Studying my health, I think you should. Be a better you every day, keep it true. I'm feeling real good. Feeling so good. Feeling real. Feeling real good.